at the Midwest Motorsports Expo. The Freedom Race Lifts booth is where we are, and going to chat with Josh here representing the company, obviously. And boy, we were here a year ago, and we don't hand out awards. There's lots of new stuff that show up at this show. I was intrigued with your product here a year ago from a race lift standpoint. It's clean. You're able to work in the car. You satisfy multiple industries. And you don't have the cords and hoses and stuff laying around. It's quite a product, and I know things have been growing here for you.
Yeah, we've had a great year. We're trying to stay innovative. We're trying to bring products to the markets that have a defined need, and we're trying to have a safer product. There's a lot of injuries and deaths that occur out there, and a lot of horror stories of people working underneath cars of portable lifts and jack stands, and we want to keep people safe out there, so we got a lot of new ideas coming out.
So what makes your lift safer, and then what makes your lift, shall I say, more efficient or maybe easier to use?
Well, first of all, it's safety, right? So we have a patented safety system built into every one of our lifts and now our jack product, where it locks the system in the air with redundancy. So there's backup systems that'll take over holding the vehicle in the air. If one system fails, you have backups. We have mechanical locks that you can use as well. So you have this redundant safety system to keep people safe. And then the ease of use, right? Drill operated, battery operated with wireless remote control, our phone app, all those great features that it makes it easier for people to operate the lifts, just quicker and easier, which is why we called it Freedom, right? You have more freedom to do the things you need to do in your cars versus mess around with a lift product.
And you mentioned a new product that you had, I'll call it electric, but battery operated floor jack, really. What a unique idea.
Yeah, we recognized the need in that market too. So we took our technology from our lift products and applied it into a jack. And what's one thing that's really cool about it, it's the only jack in the industry where the puck goes straight up and down. It doesn't have to run through an arc anymore. And then we also used a full style pan design, so it has a lot of surface area for soft surfaces. We added an off-road wheel package to it, so for our off-road racing, families and teams that race in the desert and up in Crandon International Raceway, now you got a big heavy-duty jack that you don't have to swing the handle to lift your vehicle. You can just hit the button and run your jack up and down, and it keeps you extra safe.
Well, and I said we don't hand out awards here at this show, but you were at a show and actually won an award for that, right?
Yeah, we went to PRI for the first time as a vendor this last year, and we ended up getting a featured product showcase award. There's over 400 entries into that competition. We ended up getting a judge's pick for one of the best new featured products at PRI. So we're pretty excited about that. We're letting people know that, hey, there's some new technology out there. There's a new idea, and now it's getting recognized. So we're pretty excited about that.
All right, well, always appreciate the time. You're always doing something new here at this booth. I was always intrigued by this one here a year ago, and intrigued by a lot of stuff here at the show. This has been an incredible show. We appreciate you supporting it, and glad to have you here.
Yeah, you bet. We pride ourselves in listening to the consumers and listening to the racers and anybody in the performance industry, really, right? Car enthusiasts, and we've been noodling some ideas for the watercraft industry even, so we're expanding into that. We've added some additional things for our power sports products. We've realized that our power sports lifts are more than just lifting side by side, so now we have snowmobile attachments and motorcycle attachments and golf cart attachments that go onto our products, right? So now we're starting to satisfy the needs of the customers by listening to what they really want, right? And I don't think any other companies really did it the way we were doing it. So
appreciate the time. Josh here with Freedom Race Lifts. Good to have them here at the show, and you want to stop by and see this if you can't make it, obviously, this year. Next year, I'm sure they'll be back here as well. Live from the Midwest Motorsports Expo. Glad to have you along.